An Indian YouTuber mocks Muslim graves and the burial method. Watch the immediate punishment from God. Glory be to Allah. But before watching the video, support us with a like and subscribe to the channel so we can know the number of Muslims watching this video. And don't forget to send blessings upon Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. He entered the grave and played songs and started dancing. This, in short, is what an Indian YouTuber did. He challenged the Muslims and mocked them, especially the method of burying the dead in graves. He decided to do a challenge of staying inside a grave for a whole day, 24 hours. Indeed, he gathered his friends and all the necessary tools inside the grave: electricity, charger, pillow, mattress, blanket, cameras, lighting, and anything he might need. At the beginning of the deadly challenge, the YouTuber and a friend of his went down into the grave, while the other friends stayed above. They made a small hole just to allow air to enter the grave and to send water or anything he asked for. As soon as the grave was closed and the soil was leveled on top of them, the Indian YouTuber started dancing and singing live from inside the grave. He asked people to subscribe to the channel and mocked the place without showing any respect for its sanctity. They kept laughing and mocking the place. Determined to continue the challenge, the YouTuber kept laughing and doing a live broadcast from inside the grave, calling his friends through the air hole or the passage that his companions had made for him, asking them to send water through this small opening. He also sang through the small hole to show his friends that he was mocking the place, saying, "Subscribe to the channel." Nothing happened until suddenly, while the YouTuber was laughing and mocking the situation, the punishment from God came immediately. Glory be to Allah. Strong winds blew away the tent surrounding the grave. Suddenly the weather, which was clear and nice, turned terrifying and dark, with heavy rain and strong winds, as if the day of judgment had arrived immediately. Nature did not stop at the wind. The Indian and his friends were shocked by unusually heavy rain that hadn't been seen in years. Strangely, the rain only happened in this area, and even stranger, it happened in the summer on an extremely hot day. Glory be to Allah. The water blocked the air passage and turned the soil on top of the grave into mud, cutting off their air supply. Only rainwater poured onto them heavily. They were about to be buried alive due to the intensity of the rain. The friends tried to move anything that could conduct electricity and tried to disconnect the electric wires connected to the grave to prevent anyone from being electrocuted by the water and to save the young man's life from a potential disaster. The rain continued heavily and rapidly, flooding the place unusually. The friends lost control. Attempts to open the ventilation passage failed. Attempts to open the grave doors also failed. After a very long struggle, the two young men were rescued and came out shaking and collapsing from what had happened to them. Their friends quickly took them to the hospital in wheelchairs as they couldn't walk anymore. From the hospital, the YouTuber announced his defeat with great disappointment and admitted his failure in the challenge, stressing that he would never try it again. He advised his followers not to attempt this challenge because the grave has its sanctity and respect, and it is not permissible to diminish it. Indian Muslims commented saying, "To you is your religion, and to me is mine." Others also said, "To you is your religion, and to me is mine." They added, "While we were angry at you for dancing and singing inside the grave, now we feel sorry for you and your condition." A third person added, "Praise be to Allah for the blessing of Islam, and what a great blessing it is." This event happened as a warning to him and to anyone who mocks religion, the afterlife, and the grave. All these matters have red lines that should not be crossed. I hope you share this video with friends for the benefit to spread. A girl challenged God in the Grand Mosque in Mecca today, but a great miracle happened to her immediately. Millions were shocked. Glory be to Allah. This girl was standing near Maqam Ibrahim, inside the Grand Mosque, Masjid al-Haram. This girl challenged the power of Allah Almighty, so look at what Allah did to her today. At first, the story of this girl was being told by one of the elderly scholars who witnessed her story. The sheikh said that this girl was from an Arab country and that she was a Muslim, but she had doubts about Islam. She decided to research Islam deeply. The more she read the Quran, the more she found it contradictory, in her opinion, and the more she researched, the more her doubts increased, until she reached the point of atheism. This girl was studying at a dental university along with her friends. She discovered that there were a group of friends who also had doubts about Islam and had weak faith like her. She was happy and immediately ran to them out of curiosity and joined their group. Day by day, they became close friends, to the point where they began insulting the sacred aspects of religion. One day, while sitting in the university garden, the group decided that each of them would go to a sacred place and challenge Allah in those places. This girl entered into a challenge. She would go to the Kaaba in Masjid al-Haram and challenge Allah publicly. She entered the Grand Mosque, stood near Maqam Ibrahim, took out her phone and started talking loudly and laughing out loud. The youth were watching her and she attracted attention. A sheikh saw her laughing loudly and wanted to advise her. Every time he tried to talk to her, she ran away from him, looked away, and kept laughing loudly. She continued speaking jokes and inappropriate words. The sheikh approached her and said, "What do you want from me?" He replied, "Fear Allah. Fear Allah. You are in the house of Allah, and the young men are looking at you and being tempted by you. Fear Allah Almighty." But she did not listen to him and said, "The Kaaba is a big lie for Muslims. There is no God. After Muslims die, they will realize that what they were doing was a big trick. Islam is a big lie. I challenge Allah now in front of everyone." She continued laughing and mocking the religion. The sheikh said to her, "If Allah sent the angel of death to you now, what would you do? What would you say to your Lord while you're standing before him in the house of Allah?" She replied, "Do you know what I would say to the angel of death? I'd tell him, 'Wait for me at gate 9. And she laughed. The sheikh was completely shocked by what he heard from the girl. He said, "O Allah, I have delivered the message. O Allah, bear witness." Then he left her and walked away. The sheikh continued, saying, "After some time passed, while I was performing tawaf, circumambulation, I noticed a crowd of people gathered around something near gate 9. I couldn't see what was happening, so I got closer and reached gate 9, and there I saw a torn-up body. I asked, 'Who is this?' And they said, 'We don't know.' I got closer and looked at her face, and it was the same girl who said she would tell the angel of death, 'Wait for me at gate 9. Glory be to Allah, he did not let her leave the Kaaba. Instead, he sent the angel of death to wait for her at gate 9 immediately and took her soul. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I hope you share the video with friends so the benefit spreads. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.